of Cundy with your host, the ever-popular...
It's Jason Cundy. Hello, mate. Cundy.
Hello, mate. Now, your little items in the show...
Hello, mate. Cundy.
Was that you or...
Hello, mate.
Oh, it was you, okay. Your little items in the show are becoming very popular. Tell the listeners what a cabbie said to you over the weekend. Two different...
Some cabbie walking through Richmond, and a cabbie shouted out, "Oi, Moonface!" So I give him a little bit of a thumbs up. And on the same day, another cabbie. In fact, it was about half an hour later in Richmond again. Different cabbie. Started talking. He said, "Go on, do Crocodile Cundy."
You guys, not me.
And I had a conversation with
you. You did it.
Crocodile Cundy, yeah.
We've got a Crocodile Cundy coming up in about 20 minutes' time. But it's time now, as we just heard, and rightly so, for Wheel of Cundy. There's a giant wheel in front of us. It's got lots of different names on it.
Do you know what? I think the wheel shrunk.
Let me just have it. I think we've got bigger. I think we've grown over the weekend.
I did have a couple of barbecues.
See?
Yeah, there you go.
And we spin the wheel.
Yep.
It doesn't really happen. And it falls on a name. That's going to be Frank Sinclair. And Jay hopefully will have a story about that footballer. All right? What happens if it lands on someone and you haven't got a story about them? I mean, then we're in a bit of...
You know what? I've just got a funny feeling. That ain't going to happen.
Okay.
And if it does, you stitch me up.
Let me just lean over, accidentally knock my microphone for an added sound effect and spin the wheel. Hold on. Yeah. Good spin, Goldstein.
Yeah. Good.
And it's landed on... Oh, my goodness. Seems to be on an angle tonight where it's...
Yeah. Gravity...
And
stops.
It's landed on...
Just again. Oh. It's a funny...
It's being controlled.
It's going backwards. What's happened there?
Frank Sinclair. Gotcha. Does it involve a car? By the way, can I just say, if you're new to this part of the show, you're going to enjoy it. It's basically a story from Jay's past about either him or a few players. And we had Ash adds a few sound effects in. 9 times out of 10, there's a duck, there's a car, and there's some champagne being drunk.
And also, I think the squirty noise from a ketchup bottle, that could be quite prominent in the story.
Okay. Get the ketchup squirty bottle noise ready.
I think that's going to be quite prominent.
Here we go.
Now, I was with Graham Stewart, as I've already explained, over the weekend. And I was just talking about, I mean, we regaled some stories, talk about old times, we had a bit of a giggle. And he told me a story that I've never heard before. Now, this happened, I wasn't at Chelsea at the time.
Okay.
I had left, okay?
Brilliant.
But he told me this story, I thought, it's too good. It's too good a story.
God, this is going to be amazing.
It's too good not to say it. Chelsea were playing, ironically, Crystal Palace away.
No, not yet. You've gone too early. You've gone way too early there.
They're playing Palace away, and it was a Monday night live game. Remember the first coming to the Premier League back in '92? They had a lot of Monday night games.
Yes,
and it was the new thing. And it was, I'm pretty sure he said to me it was one of the first. But anyway, playing Palace away, and the score's irrelevant because I don't know. I didn't bother asking. But he's in the dressing room, and Frank Sinclair, it says at half time, has gone. Is in the toilet, and he's in all sorts of trouble, Frank.
What do you mean?
He's got a tummy ache.
Okay.
He's got. That is the sort of trouble he's in.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
He's in big trouble.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's come out and he's like, he's sweating. He's come out.
Is there a duck in there?
Frank, listen, can you play? Yes or no? And Frank's saying, yeah.
Who said that? The gaffer.
The gaffer. Ian Porterfield at the time says, can you play? He said, yeah, I can play. So anyway, he got out for half time, and he says that Graham said that there'd been a substitution. Remember George and Dard? Remember he used to play for. He said he's come over on where Graham Stewart's side is, and he said he was all right when he was running, going up the field. He said, but all of a sudden he was going back the way. He could smell something.
Now that, my friends, is timing.
He could smell something. He's thinking, what has George? Is he stepped in something? Has he? What's going on? Anyway, Frank's obviously behind him. So anyway, there's gone down for an injury.
Who has? Someone
has gone down for an injury. And Eddie Newton has come running up to Graham, can barely stand through laughing. He says, Bobby, Frank has just himself.
Oh my God, that sounds even.
And so they're playing the game. So obviously Frank has played the whole game.
What? And
the second half.
With it in his pants?
With it. Yeah. I mean, what are you doing?
No.
What do you mean, what do you do? You get off the field.
No, of course you can't. You've got to carry on playing the game. You can't.
But surely it'll run down the...
Exactly. Apparently it's everywhere, right? It's everywhere. So they've gone. Obviously, the end of the game.
What colour shorts were you wearing?
I don't know. I wasn't playing, right?
Brown.
But but the bit they've gone into the dressing room after the game, and he's in there, Frank, and he's in all sorts. He's got major problems. But the bit that cracked me up the most was that Graham said when he got home, he watched it on the box. And he said as soon as the final whistle went, he don't know what made him look at, but at the top of the screen, Frank is sprinting off the pitch. He just see Frank at the top of his screen dash from one side of the field into the tunnel. Didn't even bother shaking anyone's hand. Not the